I bought this house for 5,000 euros and I never thought I would get this far. Yesterday we removed a ridiculous amount of trees and brush. Unfortunately, we left a big mess. So today the volunteer boys came back to clean it all up. And there was a lot of ground to cover. One of the boys had brought us some lunch that he baked, so that was a great start to the day. Then it was onto the hillside just below the house. Most of the debris we cut down the day before got caught here. We found some interesting things. There's grapes growing down there?
Yeah.
Are you sure those are grapes? One of the boys wanted to catch the dormouse living in the attic with some apple, but it was a little too smart for him. The boys fought hard, but it was just too much brush to finish for them, and so they had to go home. Then the adult volunteers came again, and unfortunately it was too much for them too.
You just pulled that out of the woods?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Can I say or no?
We were throwing down as much debris as we could, but those aren't my legs. I did not film this clip. Anyway, we were throwing down as much debris as we could, but then it started to rain. The volunteers went home, and I figured I would take advantage of the free water. Just to show you how dirty my face is. Yeah. While I was reflecting in the rain, I remembered. I have a neighbor with an excavator. I asked them the next morning and they were ready and willing to help. But the path was too narrow for the excavator to make it up to the house, so it had to carve its own path. It was simple. My new neighbor friend drives the excavator and his son and I cut branches ahead of him.
Tiny little chainsaw. You broke the chainsaw?
Okay, it seems simple. We went back down the trail to the workshop/chicken coop, and his grandpa helped us fix the chainsaw. We hiked back up the path, and that excavator was unstoppable.
I've got so much footage of this thing. It's so cool. Our tread slipped off. Back down the trail we go.
Okay, we got the chain.
Now it's back up the path.
We took a quick break. The sun was brutal, and we deserved it. Then we got to work on fixing the tread. I guess it's easy when you know how to do it. Then, of course, 3 more people showed up who I had never seen before. I told them to change clothes and put them straight to work. Of course, that was the reason they came, and to take a few videos. We still had plenty of daylight, and the excavator had finally reached the house. And you better believe it started putting in the work that nothing else could. Now it just had to reach the back of the house to remove the stumps we left behind.
There's one, and there's one, and there's one, and there's one.
Of course, this was no problem for this kind of machinery. It tore out the stumps, then we threw them off the hill and piled them up. At least the machine gave us a little bit of work to do.
This is the biggest one.
Now this one required a methodical approach. Focus.
The beast is dead.
It took 4 people to even lift it, but now it was the crown jewel to the pile of stumps. Finally, the excavator got to work on a very special part.
So this is the house, and you're standing on the spot where the new addition will be. The perspective from here is amazing.
There will also be a new addition to the house on this side.
Follow this page to see what happens next.